Hello and welcome back to Nagasaki. So today we're building, sorry, I'm just really excited about this. I've been excited for quite a while to do this area. It was really difficult to do, but I'll get onto that in a moment. We're building Big End Stadium in Nagasaki. This is a baseball stadium, and by the end of this, it's going to function. People are going to visit, people are going to come here for the game, they're going to crowd the area, and it's so cool. But this isn't all that's in this area. There is a football stadium behind it, or a pitch with a small stand, or for our American friends out there, a soccer stadium. It's football, it's football. And then we've also got like a swimming pool area here, a public pool, which is great with a little slide and a park and kind of things around it. It's so cool. I love this area. I'm building the first sort of, let's say quarter of the area here today, the stadium, because in the next episode we'll build the second quarter, and then we're going to take a break from it and come back a little later on to build the final 2 quarters and build up this whole area. So as you can see from screen here, I built those nice archways. They are amazing. I just love the way they look. The colors are cool. And that was done just by using the procedural object blocks or cubes that we get the untextured ones, adding the texture I've got as well to them, changing the color to make them sort of fit the area here. And yeah, I love it. I know I say it all the time with my builds, but I do love this build. This is so far out of everything I've ever done, whether it be like Goose Guy or one of my older series like Shimmy Emma or the European one I did, or anything I've done, the UK one, anything. This is so far my favorite one, and because the amount of effort I put into every episode. Yes, the episodes take a little longer to come out, and there is sometimes a break. Like there was a few weeks ago where we had a couple of weeks with no uploads because there was so much to do here, and I don't always get around to building because of work. And at the moment I'm trying to find a home. I'm looking to buy my first property, and that is a lot of work and a lot of stress and a lot of effort, and sometimes I've got to prioritize that over this, which is unfortunate, but it does happen. And that's what I've been doing, and I'm still looking, or maybe by this time the video goes up I've found somewhere, who knows. But at the moment of recording I'm still looking. I will keep you all updated, because obviously I'll take a long break while I move. But yeah, I mean, I have got back into the game. I've done a few more things since. There might be a bit of a break after these 2 episodes, but we'll see, depending on sort of how far I get and where everything's going in real life. But right now I am a little stuffed, a little sniffy, so I apologise. I think hay fever's cutting in. It's that time of year here in England, so yeah, I do apologise if I sniff occasionally. But right now on screen, obviously we're just detailing up the area, adding a few things. There's a scene coming up in a moment where I just do a kind of nice wipe transition against what it was to what it's going to look like, with all the detail in this area. And that's because I made the usual rookie mistake that I always make. And I stopped recording for some reason. I think I stopped recording to save the game, because I tried to stop recording every time I save the game. That way I've got short clips instead of like 4 or 5 hour clips that I'm trying to edit down. I'm then editing like 10-minute clips at a time. And I think I stopped it to pause it, and forgot to turn it back on again, and realised at the last minute when we're working on the bit just next to this. So I do apologise, but yeah, there will be a little bit of a gap. I'd also like to mention to you all as well, and I'd like to start off by thanking all my patrons for their support over the last couple of months to a year. It's been great. We are at over the 2-year mark now of the channel anniversary, which is amazing, so thank you so much. We're very close to 800 subs, and I can just smell 1,000. Hopefully we will get it this year. But thank you to all my supporters there and my subscribers, but thank you so much to my patrons. It's because of you that the money that we've been receiving from yourself and the support and generous donations that I've had, I'm going to be able to buy myself a new mic soon, and I'm going to be looking at getting a much better one, obviously after I've moved. But yeah, it'll be absolutely amazing. So hopefully the sound quality will be a lot better soon, and we can really enjoy listening to me if you want to. And if, because I'm buying a mic, you want a refund, that's fine as well. No, so thank you so much for all your support. You've all been great. It helps me put the effort into this type of content and purchase the things I need to do. And yeah, your support it means everything to me. So thank you so much to everybody, whether you're supporting me on my Patreon or through my Buy Me a Coffee or by downloading an asset that I've made or by rating it up on the workshop or by watching my videos and subscribing and commenting and liking. All that support means so much to me, so thank you so much to everyone who comes here. It means everything. But let's get back to the video. I'm just doing a little bit here, then we're going to have that little transition that I mentioned, because that is coming up in about a second or so, and then we're going to move on to the next bit. As you can see, I did a lot there, and I apologize that you didn't see me build it, but rookie mistake. But those are Avanya's planters, and tell you what, Avanya's done so many planters recently, and they're amazing, and I'm going to use them everywhere, and I do in this build. Anyway, back to what we're doing now. This isn't actually here in Nagasaki by Big N Stadium. There isn't a station here, but I wanted to put a tram station right next to it. I've got this little space, and I wanted to put something here to bring people into the stadium so my roads don't get overly crowded and traffic isn't really bad. I'm trying to avoid heavy traffic, so I decided to put a nice little tram station here. And yeah, lots of props, lots of PO to try and get this to work. But you know, it just, yeah, it functions and it brings people in. It's a way for them to come into it. They walk underneath those main steps, so the big entrance that I built, they'll walk underneath that and round the corner and then back up again. So yeah, they still go through the main gates, which I built there, and you can see there's lots of barriers out on those main gates. But yeah, just I don't know, I think it looks really nice. It looks very realistic, because that's what it'd be like, especially on game day. Now I've started to do the walls around this where this tram station is going to be, and the roof, and as you can see, I've gone for those like glass sort of triangular pieces. They look really cool. I thought the idea was to have a bit of natural light coming into here as well, so you can light up the area, and it looks kind of cool from the inside sometimes when the light comes through. I do have a cinematic, and I've messed up already. What's that clock that at? What, 7.5 minutes, 8 minutes? It's not bad. It's better than my usual of about 6 seconds into it, but yeah, I messed up my words again. There's a cinematic at the end. That's what I wanted to say, and yeah, it shows that, and it just looks really cool. The cinematics at the end are really nice. There's a lot of them, and then the next video that's going to come up as well, which I'm going to also be recording the voiceovers for today, will also have very similar, lots of cinematics at the end. I'm really enjoying recording them and really showing off the area, because there's only so much you can show off when you do a build. When you're watching my build videos, you can see what I'm doing. You can witness how I build something and how I put together and my thought into it and why I did it. Like this trams, you know, the reason why I did this. I have a valid reason. It makes sense to me because it just helps people get to this area, and although it's not here in real life, it's one of those artistic sort of pushes that I've had, and I thought to myself, you know what, yes, this is Nagasaki we're building, but I really want to do something else here and make life a bit easier and make the actual system a bit better. And I think a nice tram station here as the track goes right past this area to me makes sense. And why there isn't one Nagasaki, I don't know. There might be one maybe down the side and I've just missed it, I don't know. I'll probably have another look in Google Maps, but yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. And I love that about the builds, that you can kind of get a glimpse into why we've done something, what we've done, how we've done it. Because just watching the cinematics, you can look at it and go, wow, that looks amazing. Where's that on the workshop? Well, it's not. You can't download that. So we've made it personally because of this build. So it's really cool that you get to experience that with us, and you know, live through what we go through in this game and what we enjoy about it and why we do it. But at the same time, the cinematics are so cool to see. It's great to see that final product, because that is what we're going for in the end, is an overall final video of this is the city come to life. People are working every day. They are going home in the evenings. They are walking around town, shopping, living and enjoying themselves. And it's nice to be able to see that at the end. And having cinematics at the end of each episode, or at the beginning, or midway, or however anyone does it, is really great to see. I love watching them, but mainly I really love the build. And, again, as I've said previously, if you're one of those people that just wants to see cinematics, there's always chapters in my videos. Skip to the end and enjoy. I just love the fact that you've come here to watch the video, whether you watch all of it or you watch the last sort of minute and a half, 2 minutes at the end. It's up to yourself. It's great to have you here, and it's great to see your support. Anyway, I don't know why I rambled on a bit about that. It was nice. It wasn't a bad ramble, but yeah, it's fantastic. There is one thing I just want to mention here. You do see this a lot at the moment. There seems to be a few issues with the workshop. I don't know if you saw Comedian put a post up on Discord regarding it, and with the game randomly unsubscribing to assets. So if you haven't seen what he's put up, he did put something up on the Canadian Moose's Discord, which you can find through his Twitch. There will be a link to that on his Twitch there. There's a big sort of post about it and how to overcome it and save your games, because there is a lot of assets that people have. For me especially, I've got like 15,000, maybe more, so I obviously don't want to lose. And that number's not wrong. It's not 100. It's not 1,500. It's 15,000. So 1,530 zeros. So I don't want to lose it. So I followed what they said there, backed everything up, made sure I've got everything set and ready. And using things like load order mod as well, you can create the profiles to see what mods have been unsubscribed to and get them back quite easily. So just keep aware of that as you continue to enjoy the game, and hopefully it's something that either Valve or will sort and have all up and running for us again, and we won't have to worry about this. Because I'll be honest, I love this game, but it seems every week there's some drama. Either it's a new mod with a hack that's breaking into people's accounts and stealing stuff from their computer that we had before with the harmonies and stuff like that, or the fake ones, or it's somebody's personal profile has been hacked by somebody and we've lost all their assets, or this case with Valve is some reason set up Steam to screw us over or something like that. And it just seems like there's a drama every week, which makes me question playing the game. But I love it so much that I'm just going to keep playing it. But I just hope all this stuff ends soon, because it's driving me insane, and I imagine it's you too. Anyway, rant over. That was a rant. The last one not so much, but that one was. It is annoying that all this stuff keeps happening, but it's great to have people like Chameleon out there who is offering support to everybody, out of his own time. He's not paid to do it. He's not forced to do it. The guy sees it all and he's like, right, I know how to do this. I know how to fix this issue for people. And it's the same with anyone in the whole modding community. They all do it. They're all like, right, straight on it. Let's help you. Let's show you what to do. We're here to support. Now, don't pester them. They are people with jobs and lives themselves. But, thank you to all of you for everything you do. It's invaluable. It helps us continue to play this game that we love. Anyway, that is now the rant over. Let's get back to my build here. As you can see, I used the stair networks for the stands. I spent ages trying to figure it out. There are some stands on the workshop, but I could have a million POs making up these whole stands. And in the end, it was just like, look, I would rather waste a couple of networks and a couple of segments to make this a lot easier on myself, because no one really sits in them anyway. Now I could put people on them, there's props, and I might do if I come towards the end of the series, and I've got tons of my limit left. I might just whack some people on there if it's still running smoothly and not freezing at that point. As we get to here and start to lag, I could always put those sitting props down on those seats to make it look a bit more filled, but for the moment it looks absolutely fine. It kind of does what I want it to do, and I'm going to end up putting like sort of like pavement surface underneath to make it look like they are actual physical stands. Now, as we go later on in next video, I'm going to move on towards the football stadium part, the football pitch part. I do physically build the stands, but they're just straight. They're not curved, they're not bendy. The downside to doing it the way I've done it, and as you can see, is I've kind of I messed up the scale a little bit, unfortunately. But I'd already finished it, and it was a lot of work, a lot of effort to kind of do, and I tried to rechange it, or tried to rechange it. So I changed it once and I changed it again. No, I tried to adapt it again to kind of be more to scale, and it just ruined it, and it was going to take me another several weeks to actually fix. And I was just like, you know what, it's fine the way it is, it works. It fits this area now. So as always, what we're going to do, as we've been doing quite a lot in this whole Nagasaki series, is we're going to jump into the asset editor later on. So first of all, I'm going to load up Blender. Well, I've already done it, I'm not going to do it now. And we're going to build the baseball helmet that's outside the front, to the big baseball helmet with the big N written on it. We're going to make that as well. We're going to make the signage for the area, the scoreboard. It's going to be really cool. They're not going to be released, or they might do later as like a big end pack. Maybe, if people want them. Again, any asset that I make for this series that isn't released publicly on the workshop, which is only a few, and they tend to be the small little bits that I pop around, then, let me know in the comments if you want them, because if you do, I will release them. Whether I whack them up on my Patreon or I send them out into the workshop is depending on where the demand is. But, if there's something you might want, then let me know. I'm more than happy to release them. They are, as you can imagine, they're made for this and only this. So they're never really to the highest of quality and standard. They're just designed to fit what I need for this at the moment. Where the buildings that I release publicly are made more to a higher standard, and, try to get them to look as good as I can within the game, and to function as what they're meant to be. But I have just realized that I have been ramping on now for like 17-18 minutes, minus the intro, so about 7.5 minutes. It's a lot of time to listen to me, so I hope you've done this whole video so far on mute and not actually paid attention to what I say, because I have a horrible voice. But needless to say, we're going to set up this area here, get things ready. I'm going to whack a car park under this. It's going to be really cool. Yeah, it's going to car park under the whole pitch. So they're going to come in from the side. You'll see it. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to leave you to watch this video now as I just do what I got to do. Enjoy, and I'll pop back in a little later on. Okay, so we're right at the end of the video now, and although you don't see it in this video, when this goes green later on, I do stick a massive big N decal that I made at the bottom there. Well, it's not a decal, it's more of a prop, but yeah, it's going to look really cool. And I do the doors. You'll see all that in the cinematics. But anyway, we are near the end, so thank you so much to everybody for joining me. It's been a pleasure doing this build. I really enjoyed it. This is one of my favorites so far, and I say that a lot, but every time I do something new, it becomes my new favorite. Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. So thank you so much to everybody for watching. If you really enjoyed it and you really enjoy the content and the whole series of Nagasaki that I'm doing so far, please drop me a like, subscribe, comment down below. I do love reading the comments. I try to answer them as much as I physically can. Sometimes I'm a little bit slow, like currently. Today I will be well, I say today, it will be a couple of weeks ago, replying to all the comments so far on the channel, because I do reply to every single one. So thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button and a like. It means everything to me. And if you're new to my channel, do the same. If you're regular, do the same. Anyone, no matter who you are, hit subscribe. Unless you're already subscribed, then please don't hit subscribe, because then you go away. Anyway, I'm not going to mumble on. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys and girls, and thank you very much for coming. Links are in the description, and have a great day. Bye bye.